Okay, right now is not the time for um, big movement. Right now is the time for consistent, steady momentum forward. And steady momentum forward does not always look like, I had to make sure my hands weren't ashy. Steady momentum forward does not always look like, just kind of always seeing progress and always seeing results and everything. But it just looks like consistent applied effort. And a bunch of that really is going to be the effort that you put in mentally and emotionally. Consider this like the pre-phase, kind of like the test run, to be honest, like the next 3 months, January, February, March. And it doesn't mean that things aren't happening in this time. It doesn't mean that you won't see the fruits of your labor start to ripen and everything. It just means that right now it is gonna kind of be coming in smaller doses, right? It's like kind of kicking on at this time, really moving into like January and whatnot, especially after we have that January eclipse in Aquarius. I believe it's like January 17th, which we will talk about that in the next coming days, the energy around that, what we can expect from it and everything. My point though is just to really, I've been talking for the last month about taking on a beginner's mind. This is the time to really embody that energy, a beginner's mindset, a beginner heart, a beginner mind, beginner actions. You are taking it slow. You are a novice at this, and that's okay. That's the entire point. It's can you hold yourself in this space where you don't know everything, where you're not the best in the room, where you are guaranteed to make mistakes? And how do you regulate your nervous system through that? How are you grounding into that energy? How are you not letting that set you back, right? Especially after such a year of shedding. I know all of us are ready, to be done with this, to be done with the shedding, done with all the fog and the goo that has been this year. But it has had its place. And so now it's like, okay, if you can't just go out, think of it like you're a baby deer. Yeah, you probably are like up on your legs, but do you really know how those legs work? You're gangly, right? You don't have the balance, you know, for over your limbs, how to properly like distribute your weight and everything. Like it takes a second. It takes time, right? You're getting your sea legs. And Capricorn is the sea goat. So it's like moving forward, but also very much rooted in emotion and body and intuition. That's the big thing about the Capricorn groundedness. Like you understand where this is coming from, and you're moving from a wellspring. I hope that's making sense there. It's not about being the most structured, the most disciplined, right? I know we're in Capricorn season. It's not about that. It is about consistent, applied work. And that's it. And that will have its pitfalls, and it will have its, what's the opposite of pitfalls? Geez. It will ebb and flow. And that's the entire point, right? And just can you sit with that? Can you work with that energy? And how do you act towards yourself? And how do you act to those around you? What is your mental health like at that time? Do you slip back into the things that we were struggling with, and within this calendar year? And that's not a bad thing, actually, because that will happen. But how do you handle it, right? Are you continuing to handle it better? Because you can't just have in your mind, okay, well, I slipped. It's like it's people who start to go to the gym, right? And then they're like, oh, I slipped up, for a couple days, so I got to start all over. But then continuously starting over in that way, like shaming yourself for it, it it makes you stop. It makes you fall off the wagon. You know what I mean? It's that kind of energy. So it's just something to keep in mind for the rest of this week and as we move into this new calendar year. But anyway, I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday, and I hope you continue to have a wonderful holiday. And we got this. We got this. New things are coming. Better days are coming. Brighter days are coming. Just hang in there.